More than 100,000 people from every state in the Union have poured into the world's most popular theme park to celebrate America's 212th birthday. Welcome to Walt Disney World's 4th of July Spectacular.
Now, let's take a closer look. Well, this is either going to be just fine or disastrous. It's kind of funny, the weather is the same setting it was July 4th, 1988, when Walt Disney World had their 4th of July Spectacular. The weather was pretty terrible. In fact, on that same special, right across the way here, the Seven Seas Lagoon, you can see the Grand Floridian, which had its grand opening around that time, with the Fat Boys and the Beach Boys both making appearances on this special. In fact, I did the music video filming locations for the Beach Boys not too long ago. Actually, it was a while ago. It's crazy how fast time passes. This was the year I was born too. But today we are heading over to the Magic Kingdom to match up locations from the July 4th, 1988 Spectacular at Walt Disney World. I figured I'd take the ferry boat today. I haven't ridden the ferry boat in a minute to get over to the Magic Kingdom. Hoping we can do all of this before the storm. I wish I had been recording, but the captain of this vessel, the Admiral Joe Fowler, said hello to me. He watches the videos, I guess. That just made my day. We are heading across to Cinderella Castle just a few moments to celebrate the 4th of July, July 1988. All right, made it. Got so many monorails in the distance and boats coming in. Let's head in the park before it gets real nasty. And pulling in the station, look how wonderful and grand that is. The Walt Disney World Railroad. Incredible. And this is where we start our journey today for the 4th of July Spectacular. They were right here in front of the railroad, in the front of the Magic Kingdom. And you can see in this photo, they actually made an escape route right there next to the Mickey, and they made some makeshift stairs. So the guys in the band were walking down, and they had a slew of singers and dancers up top. Another photo of the band right here. This is where the opening started, and then they transported us down to Main Street, USA. It's just cool to be here a couple of days before 4th of July and seeing the spirit of America alive and well here at Walt Disney World. And Walt Disney would have loved this special because he was a big fan of America, being American. And then the first thing we saw in the parade was the Walt Disney World band, the Main Street band, walking right down there, right down the middle of Main Street, USA. And would you look at all the flags? An Americana at its finest. Walt Disney World. All right, let's walk further down Main Street, USA here and match up some more photos from the parade. Currently walking right down the middle of Main Street, USA, and right up here is where our first stop's gonna be, matching up where the preamble was walking right towards us with Mickey and Minnie up top. You can see them up there in their colonial outfits. That's it right there. That's what it's all about.
We actually don't allow you to touch them anymore at all. And just with the wind right now, I can't.
And then they had a float with all the different flags on there. I believe they had all the different states on this float. Could be wrong, but that was the next float. Following that, the lighthouse, which was so cool. The lighthouse was coming right down the middle here. I believe they've reused that for other things. That's the thing about this parade. You'll see so many floats that are still used to this day. Like right here, you can see the barn that's coming down. Other pieces of the barn, which I'm sure they've used in Mickey's Not So Scary. And then we had the riverboat coming down. Had all kinds of characters on it, paying tribute to the Liberty Bell and Mark Twain and things of that. Then they had one of my favorite characters, the old miner. He was a pretty funny character right out here. It was a kind of a tribute to the Old West. You got to think, Splash Mountain wasn't even here yet. Big Thunder Mountain was a brand new thing. It's pretty cool. They even had Goofy riding down right here on the horse. But oh man, is it starting to rain, so we gotta find cover. Let's do it. Let's find cover, because this is gonna be fun. The secret is to find a window with a drape over it and you're not blocking a store, so you can stand here all you want. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew it. Holy cow. Look at the distance. You can see everything flying from the trees. Heck, it's here on Main Street. It's so funny to watch everybody like running, like leaving the park. No, stick around, man. This happens every day. Look at this. It's like it's snowing out here almost. Little afternoon shower here at Walt Disney World. Holy cow, look at that. And it's starting to rain. Pretty good bit. Oh yeah. But as I was saying, they didn't really have, you know, anything for Big Thunder Mountain. It was only 8 years old at this point. Still no Splash Mountain, but they did have a raft float shaped like an old raft with Brer Fox and Brer Bear and Baloo. And then this float right here you have seen with the princesses on it to this day. And you can see Dumbo was on top of that. That's one character you never really see anymore is Dumbo, and where Dumbo's kind of looking up at is where we are in this rainstorm. See how everybody's like running around trying to find a place last minute. Whenever you think it's gonna rain, get under a awning. Don't get in front of a storefront. And then they finished the parade. Some colonial folk. And then following that parade was the Main Street Electric Parade. 2 awesome parades in one that night. And as soon as it stops raining, we're gonna walk over to where our host, we're right over there. Dude, Dog the Bounty Hunter's here. All right, finally it stopped raining. Tempest from the Cosby Show and Mark Summers, who was recently in Florida doing Double Dare. Pretty cool, right? They were right around here. See the castle in the background. They had a little backdrop for them, some plants. And they would check into other celebrities throughout the special. We're gonna go find those locations now. Whew, it might start raining again soon. Now Rita Moreno and Tommy Toon were standing right about here. You can see behind them that tree to the right here was kind of blocking it. And that little spire to the left was not there. But this is about more or less where they were. And what it looks like today, castle's been redone. Like I said, they added that spire right here. This tree is overgrown. And let's move on to our next spot before the weather gets even worse. And I've got to cross over to Liberty Square here for the next few locations. Liberty Square into Frontierland, and we're gonna come back over here to the castle. Good old Liberty Square, which if this doesn't make you feel patriotic, I don't know what will here at the Magic Kingdom. We're gonna head over here to where the Liberty Bell is, and in the background, the Hall of Presidents, where we saw Miss America. Yeah, right about here. Miss America would have been walking up towards the camera. That's pretty cool. Looks the same since 1988. By the way, the Miss America's name was Kaylani Ray Rathko. Just thought I'd throw that in there. They didn't really mention her name, I don't believe, in the special, but right here, Clifton Davis is seen with Chip and Dale and the Hall of Presidents in the background. And then we move on to the riverboat on board the Rivers of America. Holy cow, look at this. Here's Liver Lips. What's going on, Liver Lips? It's so good to see you. There was blood on the saddle. Love your work, Big Al. Great to see you.
So we have to hang
So, right here, Mark Price was in front of the Frontierland sign with liver lips. I just saw liver lips right here in front of the sign. Holy cow. Talk about luck. As you can see the picture of Mark Price and that Donald Duck hat that kid's wearing. I actually have that in my collection. True story. Now, right over here is where Lee Greenwood was singing Proud to Be an American. And what's crazy is they still haven't repainted Harpers Mill on this building. That building used to say Harpers Mill on it, and there's a big thing with that and an old classic silly symphony called The Old Mill. There's a lot of nods in there, but it looks like they're redoing a lot of stuff over here. But in this photograph, you can see the Liberty Bell right there, and Lee Greenwood was on the boat, and they had some people on the raft. Over here they had like a makeshift raft. Actually, it was one of the Tom Sawyer Island rafts, excuse me, that was parked right there. Here's a close-up, you can see Harpers Mill right behind Lee's left hand there. And then another look back, they were looking right over here towards where Splash Mountain was gonna be. See more people on a raft. And that takes care of a Frontierland area in the rivers of America. All right, moving on to the next location. But before I head to the next location, I've got to go over to Splash Mountain and see what they've added and taken away. I want to see the new Tiana thing they've put up. Yeah, look at that. They are working hard on getting this. Oh man, there it is. Check it out, Tiana's Foods on the barrel up there. Isn't that cool? The very tip top of Splash Mountain's kind of gone. That's kind of weird, but it's just a weird thing. It's a cool thing. I like the Tiana on top of the little barrel. What is that called? It's like, is that for like oil or like what is that? I know yeah, I don't know what that is. But there it is. Top of Chickapin Hill's been removed. It's crazy. I'll miss you, Splash, but I am looking forward to seeing what this is all about. But back to 1988. It's been a while since I've been in here. But figured, let's look around. The Great Seal of the United States right here. The Hall of Presidents. Just wanted to see the queue. Lots of great things in here. There's an amazing portrait of Walt and Abraham Lincoln over here. Would you look at that? Uncle Walt and his favorite president, Abraham Lincoln. I think Walt really looked up to him as one of his heroes. Great moments with Mr. Lincoln here. That was sculpted by Blaine Gibson in 1963. And then Joshua Newton painted it in 2017. That's pretty cool. Blaine Gibson, Disney Imagineer, sculpted this. Wish I knew who drew this portrait of Walt. It's pretty awesome. Pretty cool just to see that thing of Walt. That's what I wanted to see. Gonna head over to the castle now and finish out the special. By the way, in the special, they actually opened Norway and Epcot. They did like a whole like special within a special. I'm saving that for a future date. All right, right here, you can see the different performers they had on stage, including Mickey dressed as Uncle Sam there with the goatee. That was pretty cool. Tommy Tune was on stage, and so was Rita Moreno, finishing out the special here. And it was kind of cool, like on the stage here, they also did the American Adventure theme song. I thought that was pretty awesome. Now they've redone this whole area, you know, but right about here, this patch of grass they used to use for filming. And you can see Michael Eisner, Goofy, Donald, Daisy, Chippendale, no Mickey because he was just on stage, you know. And Roger Rabbit was with them.
Greetings, friends.
Oh, there it goes. The show just started. I was hoping I was going to miss that when I was up. Oh, it's canceled.
Mickey's Magical Friendship Fair
has been canceled.
Delayed.
Oh, it's delayed. Okay, cool. We got a minute before the music starts. So then it moved to another shot of Mickey, and Mickey was over in this area as well. And look at Mickey shooting the sparks. I'd only seen that once before on Disneyland Fun, a sing-along fun VHS from Disney, and Fantasmic. So maybe this was them testing stuff for Fantasmic later on, you know? You never know. They're always a couple of years ahead of things. And then we ended completely ended the special here with Sandy Patty singing America the Beautiful. It was awesome. What a great special. But what are your memories of this? Did you watch it in 1988? I was nearly 8 months old when this was televised. So, where were you back in 1988? I'll see you guys on the next episode. Until then, stay weird. Goodbye.